What if I told you that every excuse you make is silently killing your future? Not just slowing it down, not just delaying it, killing it. Every "I'll do it later," every "I don't feel ready," every "I'm too tired." These aren't just harmless phrases. They are quiet assassins. They destroy your dreams one delay at a time. You don't see it happening in the moment. That's what makes it so dangerous. Excuses feel safe. They feel logical. They wrap you in false comfort and tell you, it's okay, you'll get to it tomorrow. But tomorrow keeps moving, and so does your opportunity. Until one day, there's nothing left to chase. Just regrets, just chances you didn't take, just the future you buried beneath your own hesitation. That's the truth. Your excuses are killing your future. This video isn't about sugarcoating your pain. It's about exposing the truth. It's about holding up the mirror and forcing you to look, really look, at how often you've let your own story, your own fear, your own self-doubt get in the way of the life you say you want. You keep telling yourself you're waiting for the right time, but time doesn't wait. The right moment doesn't arrive with flashing lights and a red carpet. It shows up quietly, and then it's gone. And you're left with the same old excuse packaged in a new day. Enough of that. This is not the video to make you feel better. This is the video to wake you up. Because someone out there, right now, with less talent, fewer resources, more problems, and more pressure, is still showing up, still doing the work, still building the life you keep talking about. Why? Because they stopped believing their own excuses. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You need to get honest with yourself about the way you've been living. This video will give you the words, but you have to give the action. You have to decide that your future is worth more than the comfort of an excuse, that your dreams are worth more than your doubt, that your time is too precious to be wasted standing still. It doesn't matter where you've been. It matters where you go next. And this moment, this is your line in the sand. From this point forward, it's no longer about what's easy. It's about what's necessary. No more someday. No more maybe. No more lies. Because your excuses have taken enough from you already. Now it's time to take your life back. Let's begin. The cost of every excuse. Excuses feel harmless in the moment. I'm tired. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not ready yet. You whisper these to yourself like a lullaby, and for a second you feel safe. But what you don't realize is that every excuse is a slow knife, silently cutting away at your future. You think you're protecting yourself from failure, but in reality, you're locking yourself in a cage, a prison built from your own words. Every time you delay, you give your dreams permission to die just a little more. Think about this. Every goal you've abandoned, every opportunity you let pass, every time you stayed in bed instead of getting up and grinding, what was the reason? An excuse, not a real barrier, not a permanent obstacle, just a mental story you told yourself to stay comfortable. But comfort kills progress. It might feel good today, but it will destroy your tomorrow. Let this hit hard. Your future is bleeding out while you soothe yourself with distractions. Your excuses are not protecting you. They are lying to you. They are stealing from you. Want to know why your life hasn't changed? Why you're not where you want to be? Because you believe the excuse instead of challenging it. There's a high cost to this behavior. It's your future, your potential, your purpose. All of it is on the line. And every time you choose an excuse over action, you make a choice to stay small. It's time to flip the script. Stop treating your excuses like truth. Start calling them what they are, barriers built on fear. And the only way to tear them down is to move, despite them, in spite of them, through them. Because if you don't, the person you could have become will never exist. Your excuses are killing your future, and only you can stop them. Excuses feel safe, but they're dangerous. Excuses are smooth. They're seductive. They make you feel justified for doing nothing. It's too late to start. I don't have the money. I don't know how. They give you a way out, and that feels good for a moment. But every time you use one, you're taking another step away from the life you say you want. Let's make it clear. Excuses don't protect your dreams. They murder them. They are not your friend. They are not logic. They are fear in disguise. They give you temporary relief, but they steal long-term results. You say you don't have time, but how much time did you waste scrolling your phone today? You say you're not ready, but readiness isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by doing. You say you're too tired. Maybe you're tired because you're not doing what energizes your soul. Excuses are clever. They use just enough truth to sound convincing, but underneath that truth is cowardice, plain and simple. Your dreams don't die from lack of talent. They die from too many justifications. And here's the thing, no one wants to admit your life is your fault. That doesn't mean everything that happens to you is fair. But your choices, your actions, your habits, they are yours. And when you choose excuses, you're choosing destruction in slow motion. The worst part? Excuses don't hurt now. They hurt later. They come back in the form of regret, lost time, missed chances, and a life unlived. So if you want to win, you have to go to war with your own excuses. Call them out, starve them, replace them with effort, with courage, with discipline, because that's the only way you build a future worth living. You can't lie your way into success. You can't excuse your way into greatness. You have to act, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard, because the truth is brutal but simple. Your excuses are killing your future. Discipline doesn't listen to excuses. You want change, you want success, then stop feeding yourself lies and start feeding yourself discipline. Because the people who win aren't the ones who feel like it every day. They're the ones who show up even when they don't, who keep going even when it's hard, who say no to comfort and yes to growth every single day. Excuses whisper, skip today, you've earned it. Discipline screams back, you haven't earned anything until you finish. Excuses make you feel good in the short term, but discipline builds the life you actually want to live. And here's what most people don't understand. Discipline is not natural, it's trained, built, forged through repetition and resistance. Every time you choose discipline over excuse, you level up. You silence the voice that wants to keep you average, and the more you do it, the stronger you become. Discipline says, I don't want to go to the gym, but I'll go anyway. I'd rather watch Netflix, but I'll work on my craft instead. I'm tired, but my future is too important to stop now. It's not about being perfect, it's about being committed. Excuses are emotion, discipline is decision. And here's the difference. Excuses steal time, discipline creates freedom. Excuses break your future, discipline builds it. Stop listening to the weak voice inside you, start obeying the part of you that's fighting for more. Because deep down, you already know what needs to be done. You're just letting excuses block your greatness. You don't need more motivation, you need more commitment, because motivation fades. But discipline lasts, and your future depends on it. Remember this, you'll never regret being disciplined, but you'll always regret letting another excuse win. You can't grow and stay comfortable. Growth and comfort never coexist, never. One will always kill the other. So the question is, which one are you choosing? When you stay comfortable, you avoid pain, you avoid failure, but you also avoid growth, transformation, and breakthrough. Excuses thrive in comfort zones, and comfort zones are where dreams go to die. You say you want a better life, but are you willing to leave your comfort behind to get it? Are you willing to face discomfort, rejection, pressure, and sacrifice? Because that's what it takes. There's no shortcut, no cheat code, only uncomfortable action. The people who rise aren't the ones with the best conditions. They're the ones who keep showing up despite the conditions, who face their fears instead of justifying them. Comfort says, stay here, it's safe. Growth says, move forward, it's worth it. Excuses say, it's not the right time. Your future says, if not now, then when? Here's a fact. Your comfort zone is killing your momentum, and excuses are the chains that keep you locked inside it. If you want to change your life, you've got to break the chains. You've got to move while it's hard, while it's scary, while it's uncertain. Because that's what separates average from exceptional. Not talent, not luck, but willingness to walk through fire while others stay on the couch. You don't grow by reading quotes. You grow by choosing action when it's inconvenient, by waking up early when it's easier to sleep in, by showing up when no one is watching. Excuses will always offer you an easy way out, but the price? Your future. So decide now, comfort or growth, excuses or elevation. Because you can't have both. You either make progress or you make excuses. There's a line drawn in the sand. On one side there's progress, on the other excuses. But you can't stand on both. Every day, with every decision, you're choosing one. And if you're not making progress, you're making excuses. It's that simple. You can talk all day about what you want, the business you'll start, the body you'll build, the life you'll create, but talk is cheap. Words are wind, results are the proof. And excuses? They're just clever stories that justify your lack of results. Think about the last thing you gave up on. Was it really impossible? Or did you just get tired? Did you let a bad day become a bad habit? Did you let fear sit behind the wheel while you rode in silence? Excuses feel safe, but they cost you everything. Your confidence, your progress, your growth. They keep you stuck in a loop where nothing changes because you're not changing. Here's what winners do differently. They don't argue with their limits. They challenge them. They don't make excuses. They make adjustments. If it's hard, they find a way. If they fall, they rise. If the plan breaks, they build a better one. Progress doesn't require perfection, but it does require movement, and movement requires effort. Not once, not when it's easy, but consistently, especially when it's hard. You have two options every single day: make progress, make excuses. Only one will take you where you want to go. So ask yourself honestly, are your days filled with action or alibis? Are you moving forward or staying stuck in your own justifications? Because your future is watching, and it's not impressed by what you say, it's waiting to see what you do. The excuse loop will keep you stuck forever. Have you noticed how excuses always come back, like a loop on repeat? I'm not ready. I'm too busy. Next month will be better. You tell yourself those same lines year after year. You think you're moving forward, but you're just running in circles. That's the excuse loop, and it's deadly. It tricks you into thinking you're being rational when you're actually being ruled by fear. It disguises itself as planning, but it's really procrastination. And before you know it, a year has passed and you're still in the same place, still singing the same tune. Nothing will change until you break that loop. You need to recognize the pattern, because once you see it for what it is, a cycle of delay and denial, you can disrupt it. And that disruption begins with ownership. Own the fact that you've let excuses run your life. Own the fact that you've stalled your potential, and then choose to rewrite the script. Break the loop by doing what you've been avoiding, by taking one action that scares you, by doing the thing you always say you'll do tomorrow. Because the only way out is through. Every time you interrupt the loop with action, you reclaim your power. You start showing your mind that fear doesn't make your decisions, you do. It's not about giant leaps, it's about consistent courage, one bold step at a time. Excuses are habits, but so is progress. The one you feed will define your life. You want to be free? Break the loop. Because if you don't, you'll look up one day full of dreams and realize your whole life was spent making circles. The truth will hurt before it heals you. Let's be honest, this message isn't easy to hear, it stings. Because it exposes everything you've been running from. It shows you the gap between who you are and who you could be. And that gap is filled with excuses. The truth? It hurts, but it also heals. You need to stop sugarcoating your failures. You need to stop blaming time, people, money, or circumstances. Because as long as you keep pointing outward, you'll never take control of your life. Your future doesn't care about your comfort. It's built by truth, the kind that holds you accountable, the kind that wakes you up, the kind that says you're better than your excuses. You're capable of more than your habits show. You're wasting potential, and only you can fix it. Facing the truth is scary, but do you know what's scarier? Living a lie for the rest of your life, pretending you gave your best when you didn't, pretending you're trying when you're hiding behind fear. The truth is you've been holding back. And if you want more, you have to become more. And to become more, you must first face the ugly, unfiltered truth. Your excuses have built the life you're in right now. But here's the hope. If they built it, you can break it. You can start again. You can step up. You can rise. But not until you face the truth. Let it burn. Let it break the illusion. Let it ignite something inside you that refuses to go back. Because truth, real truth, doesn't destroy you. It sets you free. Burn the excuses. Build the life. This is the moment. The line in the sand. The decision that changes everything. You've lived with excuses long enough. You've seen what they do. How they rob your progress, kill your confidence, silence your greatness. But now you know better. And when you know better, you must do better. Burn them all. Burn the lie that says you're not ready. Burn the fear that says you'll fail. Burn the comfort that says wait a little longer. You've waited long enough. Your future is calling, and it doesn't want your excuses. It wants your effort, your fight, your action. Every great life ever built started with this same decision. To stop making excuses and start making moves. Excuses are easy, effort is hard, but only one leads to greatness. So whatever it is you've been putting off, start it now. Whatever excuse you've been clinging to, drop it. Whatever fear's been holding you hostage, break free. You have what it takes, not because you're perfect, but because you're willing. Because you're done letting excuses write your story, because now you write it. Boldly, fearlessly, loudly. So take the pen, take control, take the shot. Your excuses have killed enough of your future. Now it's time to build what's left. No more delays, no more justifications, no more lies. Burn the excuses. Build the life. You've heard the truth, and now there's no going back. You know what your excuses have cost you. Opportunities lost, progress delayed, and dreams slowly fading into the background. You've seen how they disguise themselves as logic, as protection, as harmless delays. But now you know better. You know that every excuse is a thief, stealing your time, your growth, and your greatness. So the question is simple. What will you do now? Because knowing isn't enough. Feeling motivated isn't enough. Only action creates change. Only sacrifice creates growth. Only honesty creates freedom. Your future is still waiting for you, but it won't wait forever. From this moment forward, you don't get to say, I didn't know. You don't get to say, I'll start later. Not anymore. Because you've been called out. You've seen the damage that excuses cause. You've seen how easy it is to justify average. And you've seen that your excuses, no matter how smart they sound, will never protect you from the pain of an unfulfilled life. It's time to stop settling. It's time to stop standing in your own way. It's time to stop lying to yourself. No one's coming to save you. There's no perfect moment. There's no easy route. But there is a way. And that way begins with one decision: to stop making excuses and start making progress. Wake up early, stay up late, start messy, start afraid. Do it when it's uncomfortable. Do it when you don't feel like it. Do it anyway, because your future is on the line. And every single action you take from this moment forward will either build it or bury it. You can rise, you can grow, you can become the person you were always meant to be. But only if you're willing to burn the lies that kept you small. Only if you're willing to own your power and take full responsibility. You don't get another version of this life. This is it. This is your shot. This is your tie. Me. So take the anger, take the fire, take the truth, and turn it into transformation. The future is yours, but only if you stop making excuses and start making moves. No more hiding, no more waiting, no more wasting time. Your excuses have killed enough of your future already. Now go out there and fight for what's left.